I'm 78 years old, and there's something I need to tell you. Something nobody ever told me when I was your age. For most of my life, I believed that being a good woman meant always saying yes. Yes to my husband, yes to my kids, yes to my parents, yes to my friends, yes to my boss. I thought that was what love looked like. I thought that was what strength looked like. I was wrong about all of it. See, I spent 60 years trying to be perfect. The perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect daughter, the perfect employee. And do you know what I got in return? Exhaustion, resentment, a life that didn't feel like it was mine. Then, 7 years ago, something happened that changed everything. My husband passed away. After 42 years of marriage, he was gone. And for the first time as an adult, I was completely alone. And I was terrified. Not just because I missed him, though I did, but because I realized I had no clue who I was without him. My whole life, I'd been someone's something. Someone's wife, someone's mother, someone's helper. But who was I? What did I actually want? What truly made me happy? I couldn't answer those questions, and that scared me more than anything. Let me take you back. I got married when I was 22 in 1968. Times were different then. Women didn't have the choices you have now, or at least, we didn't think we did. My mother told me, a good husband is all you need. Everything else will fall into place. So I married a good man, a kind man, a provider, and I became the good wife. I cooked, I cleaned, I raised the kids. I supported his career. I smiled when I was supposed to smile, stayed quiet when I was supposed to stay quiet. And I wasn't unhappy. Not really. I loved my children. I enjoyed parts of my life. But there was always this quiet voice in the back of my mind asking, is this it? Is this all there is? I ignored that voice for 40 years. When I was 35, I wanted to go back to school. I'd always loved literature. I dreamed of teaching. But my husband said we couldn't afford it. The children needed me. Maybe later, he said. So I waited. When the kids grew up, I brought it up again, but then he was thinking about retirement. We'll need to help my parents, he said. Maybe in a few years. So I waited again. When I was 55, his parents had passed, and I thought, now it's my turn. But then our daughter got divorced and needed help with the grandchildren. How could I think about myself when my family needed me? So I waited. And then, at 71, he died, and there was nobody left to wait for. Here's what nobody tells you about being a woman, especially a woman of my generation. We were taught that self-sacrifice was noble, that putting everyone else first made us good, that our worth came from how much we gave, not from who we were. And it's a beautiful, terrible lie. Because here's the truth I learned too late. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot truly love others if you don't love yourself. You cannot give everything and expect to have anything left. I gave and gave. And when my husband died, I looked in the mirror and barely recognized the woman staring back at me. She looked tired, old, sad, and she felt like a stranger. The first year after his death, I was lost. I woke up with nothing to do, no one to cook for, no one to serve. 60 years of my identity had been wrapped up in other people. But then something happened. About 18 months later, I found a letter he'd written before we married. In it, he spoke of my intelligence, my curiosity, how he couldn't wait to see what I would accomplish. I sat on the floor holding that letter, and I cried, because the woman he had fallen in love with, I had buried her, not all at once, but slowly, over decades. I had told myself I was being selfless, but really I was disappearing. That's when I made a decision. I was 72, and I decided it wasn't too late. I enrolled in community college, literature classes, art history, philosophy, all the things I'd always wanted to study. I was the oldest in my classes, and I didn't care. For the first time in decades, I felt alive. I began traveling, small trips at first, just to places I'd always dreamed of seeing. And it was wonderful. I started saying no, and that was hard. My children would call, and I'd say, "Sorry, I have plans." Friends would invite me to things I didn't want to do, and I'd say, "No, thank you." And you know what? The world didn't end, people adapted. And I felt lighter. Now at 78, I finally know who I am. Not somebody's wife, not somebody's mother, just me. A woman who loves literature and art, who enjoys her own company, who travels when she wants, who says no when she means no and yes when she means yes. But here's the painful truth. I wasted so much time, 60 years spent being who I thought I should be instead of who I wanted to be. 60 years putting myself last, shrinking myself to make space for everyone else. I can never get those years back. So let me tell you what I wish someone had told me when I was 20, 30, 40. You are not selfish for having dreams. You are not selfish for wanting things for yourself. You are not selfish for saying no. You are not selfish for taking care of yourself first. You think you have all the time in the world. You think, "I'll do it later, after the kids grow up, after I retire, when things calm down." But things never calm down. There is always another reason to wait, another person who needs you, another obligation. And before you know it, you're 70, and you've never truly lived for yourself. Not once. Don't make my mistake. Don't wait for permission to live your life. That permission will never come. Nobody will tell you, "Now it's your turn." You have to take it. You have to claim it. If you want to go back to school, go. Don't wait for the kids or a perfect schedule. Do it now. If you want to change careers, change. Don't wait for the perfect moment, for the money, or for approval. Do it now. If you're in a relationship that diminishes you, leave. Don't stay just because you've invested time, or because you fear being alone, or think it's too late. It's never too late. Your life is not a practice run. This is it. Every day you live for someone else is a day you aren't living for yourself. You can still honor your responsibilities and care for your family while having boundaries and pursuing your dreams. In fact, you'll be better at all of it when you live authentically. Because resentment and anger don't make you a good mother, wife, daughter, or friend. My generation was taught to be small, to accommodate, to never make waves. And we disappeared. But you don't have to. You have choices we didn't have, opportunities we didn't have. Don't waste them trying to be perfect, trying to please everyone. You'll never please everyone. Someone will always think you're selfish, always be disappointed, always want more. The only opinion that truly matters is yours. Can you look in the mirror and feel proud of who you see? Not for what you've done for others, not for how much you've sacrificed, but because your life feels true to you. I see young women today making the same mistakes I made, saying yes when they mean no, putting their dreams on hold for partners. Children, parents shrinking themselves to fit someone else's idea of a woman. I want to shake them and say, "Stop. Stop right now. Your dreams matter. Your voice matters. You matter not for what you do for others, but because you exist." It took me 72 years to learn that. 72 years to realize I could take up space, have desires, and choose myself. Don't wait 72 years. Learn it now. Today, this moment. Your younger self is counting on you, and your older self will thank you. I'm 78. I've lived for myself for only 6 years. 6 years out of 78. And they've been the best 6 years of my life. Happier now than at 30, more myself than ever, finally free. But I would give anything to have started at 35 instead of 72, to have said no when I meant no, pursued my dreams when they first appeared, taken up space instead of shrinking. You still have time, but only if you start now. Only if you stop waiting for permission. Only if you stop putting yourself last. Life is happening now, not later. Not when it's easier. Not when everyone else is taken care of. Right now. What will you do with it? Live for yourself, or wake up at 78 realizing you spent your life living for everyone else? The choice is yours. Make it now. Time won't wait, and neither should you. If this speaks to you, share it. Not for me, but for every woman who needs to hear it. Those delaying their dreams, thinking they're selfish, waiting for permission. The permission is granted. Now go live.